Hey all, it's Dominic Marcusello with the Marcusello team at Keller Williams Capital District, your real estate experts. We're going to take a look at the market and give you a little market update on what's happening, what's going to happen, and let's just interpret that data a little bit that's out there. We're in a tricky, weird market right now where some sellers feel like it is 6 months ago and that are listing homes for a very high price and expecting that things are going to sell on multiple offers way over asking price. And then buyers, on the other hand, are hearing what's happening in the news, seeing the interest rates, feeling that prices are going to plummet and crash, where really we don't see that that's happening yet. But let's take a look at the data and kind of talk about what's happening in our local market. I'm going to pull that up right now here. All right. So here is a summary of what's happening in our market. This is October of this year compared to October of last year. We're going to dive deep into a little bit of all of these. If you look at absorption rate is basically if we were to stop putting houses on the market, how long would it take to sell the homes that are currently on the market? A balanced market, 6 months. Last year, we were at 2.6 in October. This year, we're at about 2 months of absorption rate. That means it would take 2 months to sell all the houses that were on the market. We are still in a very heavy seller's market, and we're going to talk a little bit about why in just a second. Year over year, you can kind of see where we're at. From 2.64 last year to 1.73 overall for the year this year. Days on the market, month over month, we went from 9 days on the market as a median or an average of 28 days on the market last year to 29. So about the same. You look year over year or year to date, you can see that, believe it or not, the overall average days on the market is down at 29 days on the market. So let's take a look at some other information here. Month over month sold homes. Okay, so in October of last year, we had 1,400 homes that sold, averaging 28 days on the market and 99% of their asking price, with an average price of 294,000. Now, this is in our capital region MLS. Now, this year, look at the difference in our sold price, $327,000 average sales price. That's up about 11% from last year. So prices are still extremely high. Our list price to sales price ratio, so what the MLS had listed homes for compared to what they sold for, was down to 98%, which is still phenomenal. So people are getting on average 98% of their asking price. Our averages have shifted a little bit as well. We went from 106% last year to, believe it or not, we're up to 107 and change percent of our Marcusello team listing price to sold price. And the days on the market right now in 2022 in the capital region is 30 days. The Marcusello team, we are at, I believe, about 8 days right now. Now, here's a big change. So last year in October, 1,400 homes sold. This year in October, 1,000 sold. That's a 25% drop in the amount of homes that have sold. What's that tell us? Things have slowed down a little bit. Now, this is sold homes, right? So these were listed 2 months ago or so, August time period. Inventory is extremely low. Our active listings year to date are down 20% compared to last year. New listings that are coming on the market year to date, down 14%. Month over month in October, down 20%. Absorption rate, I talked a little bit about. So in November of 21, we were at almost 2.5 months of inventory. And now we're at 1.9, okay? Still a strong seller's market. So what's happening with stuff that's on the market and pendings? Pendings are down about 10%. Sold listings are down, as we mentioned, about 25% for the month. Year to date, they're down about 13%. Sold to list price ratio, you can see this is an interesting slide in the capital region. right? Look at that. The average was 103.5% or so of list price to sales price ratio. And now things have started to slow down, right? They're starting to cool off. Why is that happening? That's happening because buyers are exhausted. Some buyers have pulled out of the market because interest rates are so high. But historically, if you were to look at the 80s, interest rates were in 20% almost, 18%, 20%. Historically, a 7% interest rate is still low. Guys, interest rates will not be going down until our inflation rate changes. People that are way smarter than me and look at the data way more than I do, they're indicating that things won't change for another 12 to 18 months. So whether you're a buyer or a seller, waiting for the market to change could cost you a ton of money. And interest rates, as they go up 1%, your buying power goes down 10%. That's a big, big number. So don't wait. Call us. We can come do a market analysis, give you an idea of what your house would sell for in this market, talk about where the market's going, set you up for success. There are lots of options out there to help you succeed as a buyer. It is scary and a daunting challenge to go find a home. We have buyer specialists that can assist you and advise you, whether it's now, 6 months, or 6 years. We want to be that real estate professional for you. Thanks again for tuning in, and we'll talk soon.